been a while since I've done a terrain walkthrough. I did something interesting here that I haven't done before, so I thought I'd show you. This is the overall build for my last game session. Now, what makes this different? This is a fallen tower. So imagine this is the base of the tower and the top part just fell sideways. So what did I do to achieve that feel? Let's take a closer look. What I did was I suspended my disbelief, and hopefully the players too, that the tower, it's a square tower, continues up like that. And we're just getting a peek inside. See, here's the roof, and there was a hatch on the roof that the players used to get inside. And then there is the tower from a top view, and what you can notice is the way the stairs are positioned, windows where floors should be, a door, more stairs, windows, everything on its side. When I was coming up with this, I wanted it to be a leaning tower, but I really couldn't get my terrain to lean and still have space for players to play without their figures slipping. So that's why I laid things down on their side. So this is almost like a cutaway, a side view of the tower, except now you can see it's ruined from the fall. And Dwarven Forge terrain was very useful for this, including some chasm pieces that I could use as the broken away floor. This was the abode of some Kruthiks, you can see there, which burrowed up and attacked the players. These rubble pieces filling corners and against walls are from printable scenery. Have a fireplace there from WizKids. The other fireplace is from Dwarven Forge. The chairs are from WizKids. Little kitchen, which descends down into the dungeon, which I'll show you later. More rubble from printable scenery. Love these quay pieces because, yes, I could use them as riverfront or oceanfront terrain, but I also like creating terraced city feel. And it was perfect for when they were being attacked by these Perytons. That's a printable scenery ruined tower. We've got Gamescape 3D water mat and their Cliff's Edge pieces, which makes a great coastline or against rivers or just for building up elevated terrain. Could have had a grass mat here. I've done that before as well. So in my game, there was a far realm incursion that happened 200 years ago and destroyed 3/4 of the city of Riverstone. It's now called Rivenstone, and about 1/4 of it, maybe a little bit more because some repairs have been done to build the city up. It's now called Rivenstone. So the characters were going to this fallen tower of this legendary alchemist Zelros. They want to go and find a black dragon horn the alchemist was said to keep and use for making his potions. So the players came down the stairs. They did not go to the Riverside Cave, but they did come down this passage, and where they discovered these 3 bedrolls with some treasure, which tied to an earlier clue over here where they found a body stripped of its armor and weapons, and they kind of put it together that there may be another adventuring party here looking for the same thing. And when they finally made their way through this secret door here, this is from Dwarven Forge's Dungeon of Doom, and this piece slides up. When they finally did that and made it in here, they found the fate of the 3 adventurers whose bedrolls were outside here. They were being converted into these gelatinous creatures, these aberrations. And I use these old school minis. And these are corruption corpses. Yes, corruption corpses. I've used these so many times. I love them. I really wish they had introduced them to 5e with stat blocks, but I just make it up, either as I go or, write it up. There's the black dragon horn in a place of honor. And then whatever happened to Zelros? Well, he came bubbling up and slithering out of this cauldron, this alchemical ooze creature himself. Let's take a look here. We've got this WizKids table and scales, but I really love this Galadoria Games potion maker's table. Look at, with potions ready to be shipped off. Love the detail, the parchment, the ink pot, the quill. Galadoria Games does such great work. I love them. So again, the players missed this aspect of the adventure, and that's okay. It was sandboxy, and they could go where they wanted. They could have also encountered in that old ruined tower over there, Atyug, but they didn't. We have some more terrain from printable scenery, these barricades. I love them. These flight stands from Axe and Shield, and Periton minis from WizKids Games. But this was a fun adventure, and one that we actually completed in one night. That was amazing. So hopefully this idea inspires you that you can do more than just dungeons for dungeon crawls. You can use broken towers laid on their side. I hope you like that. If you do, like, share, subscribe. That's what all the YouTubers are saying these days. And follow me on Instagram at InkdMage for extra XP. Take care.